Hi everyone, this is Niki Rowland and today I have a layout for Bella Boulevard and I'm using the To the Moon collection, which is one of the new ones. I have a large 12 by 12 photo that I'm going to use today. I had a few printed in enlargements I was just dying to scrapbook this photo, so I thought I would go for that. But yes, obviously having a 12 by 12 photo limits the amount of space you have on the layout to add other things. So I had to, this photo did have some areas of not white space, but empty space apart from the main subject. So it was okay to include some elements down on the left-hand side of the photo. So I thought that's what I would do. The photo is outside. It's kind of green background, it's in the woodlands, so it's green and browns. So I went through the To the Moon collection and I picked out some of the colorways that I thought would work. So I've just trimmed my photo down and I feel that it needs a white edge around it, probably because there's the background itself is all coloured, so all green or browns, and there's no actual white on the photo. So having that white border around the edge will just give it a nice edge and just make it lift it a little bit. It really is what I was trying to do. So I've just mounted that onto some white card, and then I'm going to use this green piece of paper from the To the Moon collection as my background. So that's just a frame going around the edge of the photo, really. I just had that piece of scrap white card that I'd gone through my silhouette machine previously, and the cut file had cut incorrectly, so that's perfect to use in this way. Okay, so there is my full 12 by 12 photo now. That's my full layout, and now I just want to embellish the side of the photo and probably the other side slightly as well. So I thought, given that the area on the left hand side is such wide open space, I thought that I could fill that up with some border strips. So I took the border strip paper from the To the Moon collection and I cut it apart to picked out the ones that I really liked. So I've just pulled out a few there and I'm just layering those up, testing out this possibility of having lots of different strips. The colours weren't quite perfect. I loved the idea of having the green and the orange and the navy as my colour scheme, but I brought in some of the more colourful strips and the red, because I loved the phrases on the red strip, you know, all boy, handsome, I can't remember what else they say, but lots of lovely things they said on that red strip. But when I put it all together, it just wasn't quite looking right. So I think it was down to the colours. I think I needed to have more specific colours. I was really inspired by the word play that you can see there on the chipboard sheet. Now that's red, light blue, navy and orange, but I say when I brought the red in, it just didn't look right. And also I wanted to bring the green in because I've got the green around the edge because the photo is green. So anyway, I'm really not quite sure what I'm doing, to be honest. So I'm just like having a play around and going through the ephemera now to see what bits might work. So I'm obviously paying attention to colour, but I haven't actually decided on the colours. So I'm just going through and pulling out the phrases that will work and the icons that will work. Any kind of hearts or stars would be fine. I like the idea of the word play. I loved that word explore, but it was just a bit too big. It was perfect colours being orange and navy. That would have worked really well. That tag down there, orange and navy, that would work really well. So I've just gone through the whole of the ephemera pack and pulled out the things that I think would work. And I've just thrown them all onto my photo. So they're not in any kind of order or arranged or anything at the moment. I've just kind of thrown them on there and hoping that I will be able to arrange them and they will look coherent in some way. Okay, so I decided to go for the stripy multicoloured paper. I liked how that looked. I liked the fact that it had the green in. So I have kept the stripy strip at the full 12 inches and stuck that across my photo or down my photo. And then I've taken the navy arrow strip from the border strips paper and I've cut that down to the same width or height as my photo. So that's a bit smaller than the long 12-inch one. And I've put that over on the left-hand side. Okay, so now I've got those two big strips in place, and now I want to make sure that I bring in some other embellishments, and that I want it to look embellished, but I also don't want it to look too crowded or too cluttered. And obviously I do need to leave some space around the subject. That's my little boy. He's 2, and he is a real cheeky chappy, as you can see. And this photo really kind of sums him up. He's just got this, he's very wild, so or feral actually is probably the word I would use. He doesn't really conform or like walk along nicely and hold my hand. He is just exploring the world all the time. He's very excited by everything he sees. So this was on a trip to a woodland area, and he was just having the time of his life, running around the woods, exploring, looking at the trees, picking up branches, jumping on things. And I just managed to capture him looking at me and putting a cheeky little face like that. I just managed to capture that photo on my phone, and I was really happy I did, because it really kind of sums him up, because he does give me this look a lot when he's having a wonderful time. And if I say to him, you know, come on, let's go, he'll throw me that look and then run off in the other direction. I loved this photo so much, so that's why I enlarged it, and I'm really pleased that I did. So my focus is definitely on boys and exploring and playing today, rather than the space theme that comes in the To the Moon collection. But there is plenty of other things apart from space in the To the Moon collection. So it's just brilliant for little boys, also little girls as well, of course. But this definitely works well for my cheeky chappy. So you can see that I've added the chipboard word play down the bottom of the photo there. I want to try and move that over a bit so that it's not, the orange Y is not on his jumper, because it gets lost a little bit in the lighter area. I've pulled out some stickers from the sticker sheet, some circle ones. One says be yourself. The other one is like a blue starburst. I'm putting out phrase stickers from the sticker sheet and from the ephemera. Over on the right hand side, I've added the orange border sticker, scallops, and a yellow star sticker, and a little banner that says, I think it says love you. I don't have the layout in front of me, unfortunately. And some stars. And then over on the left hand side, I've added more words and arrows. And at the top there I have another banner. So it's all kind of coming together, and it is just a bit, not random, but it's got to be in like a large cluster on the left hand side, because there's nowhere else for it to go. Also, when you're scrapbooking like this, it's not a traditional layout, because you don't have the small photos, or like even if they're large photos, you still have a photo on the layout to arrange things around. Well, that's not the case here, because my photo is the layout. It's so huge that I have to just be careful about where I'm placing things, and it's not a traditional you know, I can't create traditional clusters around photos because I don't have any. My background is my photo. So I'm just getting everything stuck down now. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. I like how it's looking. I like the cluster over at the bottom right, as well as the huge amount of embellishments on the left hand side going all the way down. Yeah, I've now skipped forward a little bit here and got everything stuck in place. I've raised almost everything on foam pads, stickers, chipboard, everything. And now I'm just coming in with some puffy stickers, and I'm just embellishing around the layout with that. Now I have I don't think I have any. I think I have 1 or 2 stars on this layout, but I have some smaller hearts. So I wasn't about to go star crazy. I just wanted to bring in some other colour of the puffy stickers. So I just went for the little dots rather than the star shapes. They just filled in some of the gaps. And yeah, that's pretty much complete now. I'm just going to finish off with a few splatters of white paint. And I had to cover up the main subject of my photo, of course, because I didn't want to get like white paint in the middle of his forehead or something. But yeah, so now I have this whole big area on the left hand side that's embellished with this fabulous photo. I hope you've enjoyed that layout. I really enjoyed making it. I do love to use a big enlargement photo. I should do more of them. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope this has inspired you. That was Niki Rowland for Bella Boulevard using To the Moon.